Did you guys know CCIV is a $500 stock in the next 5 to 10 years? And
The only problem you're gonna have is that you didn't buy more. Sound fair enough?
sound fair enough? With that being said, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Tyler. We are obviously talking about CCIV in this video. We're going to go over any developments that they have had with Lucid Motors, as well as look at the technical analysis and see what that is telling us going into next week, as well as give you guys my ultimate opinion on if CCIV stock is a good buy right now. And I think you guys are going to like my take on this, so you're going to want to stick through this video. Now, if you get anything out of it, if you like the video, or anything in between there, hit the like button, comment down below, consider subscribing, and hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date with these videos as soon as I post them. Jumping right into it, guys, the latest we have on Lucid Motors comes from their Twitter, and I will link this in the description if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. I highly recommend you guys watch it. I have already watched this, but it is basically this third party did a ride along with Lucid Motors and basically gives their opinion on the vehicle. And I think this is really good, the fact that they're letting third parties test drive and ride along in these vehicles. That is sending a message to the public, and I do believe they are going to be ready for launch. They've said the second half of 2021, but I believe it'll be in the beginning of the second half. So I'm talking around June, July, or max August. So that would put us 8 months into the year in August, and that is basically what I'm expecting right now, and that is the latest update that we have had from Lucid Motors. So there is a bit of a lack of news with this company, but I do believe they are just trying to fine-tune these vehicles, because what sense does it make as a mass vehicle manufacturer if you're sending out vehicles that have defections and stuff that you have to recall these vehicles for? It doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. So it does make sense why we have a lack of updates. They are just trying to fine tune their vehicles, and this is not really something I am too concerned about. It would be good to have more updates on this, but they do update their Twitter quite often. And there's also a vehicle about the product manager, some guy, William Johnson. You guys can check this out. I recommend you guys follow their Twitter. I am not logged into my actual Twitter, so it doesn't say I'm followed here, but I am following them on Twitter, and I do recommend you guys do this as well to stay up to date with all of the new information that comes out on Lucid Motors. Before anybody else sees it, they update their Twitter very often. Now, taking a closer look at CCIV stock performance, in the past week, we are up 2.51%. For the past month, we are still down 13.25%. And if we pull it all the way out to the 3-month, you can see from our highs in late February around $60 a share, we have fell since then, obviously, and we have not bounced ever since. So I do think we have a short squeeze coming. Not all of these shares were actually sold by people that own the shares. A lot of these shares are sold short, and the short interest is very, very high on CCIV. It's around 20%, and we will look at that right now. Actually, I like to use the website Fintel. If you guys follow this channel, you know obviously that I like this platform that they have, Fintel. I will also link this in the description, because they update the short volume ratio, the percentage of shares out of the total market volume for the day, and they update this by the day. So you could see it's 20% for the last trading day, which was Friday, and we are anywhere in between a low of 19% and a high of 24%. So we are somewhere in the range of 22 to 23% short interest. I would estimate more around 22%, but that is still high and can cause a short squeeze. But what I do want to point out is that institutional investors, the guys with a lot of money that spend hours and have teams looking at financials and projecting earnings going forward, bought into CCIV or Lucid Motors, whatever you prefer to call it, at $15 per share. So the odds of us getting back down to $15 a share or anywhere close to that is very, very low. You can see that we bounced off pretty fast at our $18.45 low that we have had since they announced this actual merger or confirm the merger, I should say. So the odds of us going under $20 and staying under $20 is very, very low. And just something extra for you guys that are watching this right now, there is ways you can even make money like the way that I did, selling a cash secured put. So I'm basically agreeing to buy 100 shares at $20 per share by May 14th if CCIV closes under $20 per share. So worst case scenario, I walk away with the credit that I got, $110, basically for free. And you can do this as a safe strategy on stocks like this that you want to hold for a long time. But the information that I know that blue chip investors bought into CCIV at $15 a share, there's going to be too much buying going in under $20 a share. It is a absolute steal. Like I said, CCIV, if everything plans out correctly, Lucid Motors will be worth $500 a share in the next 5 to 10 years, guys. This is a phenomenal deal if you are a long-term investor. If you are a trader, you can still trade this as well, since we have fell from our highs around $60 a share. We have not bounced ever since then, so we are due for a bounce with CCIV. Now, I do want to take a look at the actual CCIV technical analysis and see what that is telling us as well. And I do keep these lines the same, so you just seen that I don't edit any of these. These are my support levels and resistance levels. There's really just the one support level, I think, around $19 per share. Since we just bounced so fast and so hard off of our low at $17.62, $19 is definitely a support level with CCIV. Now, this is my trajectory going forward. I think it'll be fairly easy to break out past our $21 first resistance level that I am seeing. Now, I do expect us to go around the $20 to the $22 mark before we get any type of real resistance. And then I think the true resistance is going to be around $23 and $25 per share. The $25 a share is more of a psychological resistance. This is where we kind of consolidated out for a while, kind of bounced back down to $23, up to $25 again, and kind of just bounced in between this range for quite a while. So that is basically what I'm looking at. That is the technical analysis I am looking at. And my overall opinion on CCIV, if you are going to park any money anywhere right now in any stocks, I do think these beaten down stocks like CCIV are a great buy. Now, CCIV specifically, my end of 2022 price target, as long as they can reach their estimated deliveries, which is around 30,000 vehicles for 2022, or they have said their first year will be around 30,000 deliveries, then I do estimate CCIV stock will be in the $60 to $80 range. By 2023, I estimate we're going to be in between 80 and 120, and this is being very conservative, guys. This is saying that there's no Saudi Arabia factory coming in this time, which I do believe there will be by the end of 2022, at least an announcement or expectations that there will be a factory in Saudi Arabia. But my 2023 estimates are 150 to 170. My 2024 are 200 to 230. And my 2025 is anywhere from 250 to 300. So I do have high expectations for CCIV. And the fact that we are around $20 per share is a steal, is a bargain. I mean, for everything else that some stocks are overpriced right now, just on an earnings level going forward, I do think CCIV is not one of those, and you are comfortable picking up shares at $20 a share. In between $20 and $25 a share is ideal. I even think if you bought in around $30 a share, that is still good. And even if you bought in at $60, if you have a long-term perspective on this, one, I would average down on my position tomorrow. But if you have a long-term outlook on this, you will make a lot of money. It is the time factor. So just keep that in mind. I do have high expectations for CCIV, and I do think they will surpass them, given a lot of factors that I'm really not going to go into in this video too much because we would have a hour-long video. But anyways, guys, that is basically my predictions for CCIV. I love the product. I can't wait to get my hands on it and experience it for myself. So that is basically everything that is going on with CCIV, the technical analysis, my price predictions going forward, and how you guys can make money off of this and know, like with this cash secured puts, I know CCIV is probably not going to close under $20 a share by mid-May. So that is one way you guys can make money as well. I'm going to wrap up the video on that note. If you guys got anything useful out of it, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, as well as check out the links in the description. I do have a Discord over there, which I am not going to keep open too much longer. You guys can go check that out and be a part of that if you so want to. So I will see you guys later. Peace out.